What's up? It's Rob Cressy, founder of Bacon Sports, and welcome to another edition of Wake and Bacon, where I give you a dose of positivity and inspiration to get your day started off right. And on my mind today is a quote that I heard from Russell Wilson on Bill Simmons' podcast this weekend. And it said, "Don't get bored with consistency." And this hit me like a ton of bricks. I was like, whoa. And what Russell Wilson was really talking about is how in the Seahawks locker room and with their leadership, that they're always reminding themselves to not get bored with consistency, to continue to do the same things over and over and over again, to do what it takes for them to win. And this spoke to me for several reasons. Number one, consistency is something that I'm very good at. Reason being, I am committed to excellence. I am all in on my life and my dreams, so I'm showing up every single day. Number two, commitment. It is not sexy. People aren't high-fiving me being like, "Rob, way to go. You are the most consistent. That is amazing." No, consistency can be boring because it's showing up and doing the same thing over and over and over again. And number three, because it's not sexy, it can be hard to know if it's working. More specifically, I know on my end, on the personal development side of things, I cherish my morning routine. It is something that is very near and dear to me and my success mindset. And for the first at least 2 hours of every single day, I'm doing a combination of reading, meditating, visualizing, journaling, doing affirmations, gratitude, and working out. And day after day, year after year, I've been doing this every single morning, first thing in the morning. And sometimes I would actually wonder to myself, how much impact is this actually having, or is this actually working? Because these are all soft skills, things that all of a sudden, there's not just a Lamborghini in my driveway because I did this. Of course, the things that I'm working on could lead to that desired result if that's what I'm working for, but it's not an immediate gratification thing. It's something that I'm planting seeds for harvest. And there's a book that I read that is one of the best about this called The Power of Consistency by Weldon Long. I highly, highly, highly recommend you check this out. And essentially what Weldon talks about in this book is, why is it that we spend so little time going over our dreams and consistently reading and reaffirming to ourselves what it is that we want? Even going a step further, how many of us have actually written down our dreams and what we want in our life? That's the first step. Step one, boom. What is it that you actually dream of and want? And then step number two, consistently reading over and over again and reaffirming that to yourself. So for me, I actually do that when I'm walking my dog in the morning. It's like 5:42 in the morning and it's cold outside and it's dark and I'm walking the dog and I've got my phone and I'm reading my Power of Consistency. And it's something that when I'm doing it, I'm not going to say I'm getting through it, but I use it as a way to remind myself of what I want to accomplish and the type of person that I am. And there's a consistency to it. And while I believe and I know at the end of this rainbow, there is a pot of gold, this is one of the things that I do to consistently keep myself on track, because I'm always reminding myself of what it is that I want, that what I'm working on and what I'm trying to accomplish. And it's not sexy. It really isn't. But you know what hearing this quote really did for me is it reinvigorated me and gave me more energy, because I'm someone who loves to audit the success habits of the most successful people in the world. And to hear Russell Wilson say, "Don't get bored with consistency," a feeling that I have certainly felt myself a lot of different times, immediately it felt like a weight lifted off my shoulders, where I was like, boom, sign me up for this. I am tripling down on my consistency. And really, it gave me more self-belief, because so often I don't give myself credit for the things that I do, for showing up, for doing this for 7 straight years. And you're like, well, what is really the value in that? What's the value in building your network and building relationships and continuing to have good vibes and consistently reaffirming what you want in life and being grateful? You're like, what is the value in that? And what Russell Wilson's talking about is don't get bored with that, because we all need to have a long-term mindset when it comes to our success and our life. And I really love it. And I'm so excited about this moment right now, because moving forward, I'm no longer going to get bored with consistency. You know what I'm going to be looking to do? I'm going to be looking to add more consistency to my life. That's right, because I know the power of it. One thing Russell Wilson said to me that just also stood out to me so much. Like, I take notes during every single podcast that I listen to, irregardless of what it's about. And Russell Wilson said he works on his craft, his body, his mind, 363 out of 365 days a year, because Bill Simmons asked him, like, when do you take off? And he's like, I don't. And the only 2 days were Thanksgiving and Christmas. And he's like, but oh, by the way, those are during the season, so there's a good chance I am still working out. And what he was really saying is he is always working on his mind. He is always working on his body. And I was like, man, I need to step my game up, because if Russell Wilson is doing 363 out of 365, I got a lot of room for improvement. Even if I'm at 300 or 320, here he is doing all but 2 days. And it's a consistency mindset. And quite frankly, I don't believe it's hard, because all you have to do is break it down into the micro. What is one thing you can do in this moment, in this day, to help improve yourself? Boom, rinse and repeat it every day. So it's not you have to do something for 363 days in a row. Just do one thing once right now, and then do it again tomorrow, and then do it again tomorrow. And you build that consistency in your routine. And the more you do it, the more you're going to grow, and the more belief you're going to build in yourself. That's another thing that I really work on, is my own belief. But how in the world do you know when your own belief is working? You just do. I mean, for me, I tattooed it on my freaking arm to always believe in my dreams, that I can accomplish anything that I want. That's another thing. Imagine if after listening or watching to this, the only thing you did was you doubled down on the consistency of your belief in yourself. What do you think that would do for the rest of your life? Boom shakalaka. You would be straight crushing. So let's all use this opportunity today, in this week, to double down on our consistency, in our belief in ourselves, in our personal development, in our mindset, in our growth, in our dreams, in what we want to accomplish. Show up every single day. Let's make things happen. Sending tons of good vibes your way. Hope you have yourself an amazing rest of the day.